So the basketball team goes to the Big East. That's great for basketball. But they have 22 other sports,
Right.
I'm guessing, give or take.
That's a lot for
I feel like
UConn.
I read that.
No, you did. That's right.
So they're all good to go in the Big East. Baseball kind of But football has no home.
No home.
And Conference USA apparently doesn't want them. The MAC apparently doesn't want them. The American definitely doesn't want them as a football-only member because what's the value in that? But I would contend that UConn, in the words of Jim Calhoun, is not bad. They're not bad players.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, look, yeah, they're really terrible right now. They've had a bad run. Their defense last year was historically awful. But it's a team that Skip Holtz and Randy Edsall built into, not a national title contender, but they were winning 8 games a year for a few years in the Big East. They went to a Fiesta Bowl. And all I'm hearing is everybody want to put a little asterisk on the Fiesta Bowl thing and take away from it, which, sure, okay, the Big East was down that year, but they still went to the Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah.
You're telling me the Conference USA and MACtion is too good for that? I mean, you would know.
No, it's definitely not. I mean, Kent State and to pick a MAC school every 5 years, play in the MAC. Like, they're not good. Kent State, Bowling Green, like, these schools are not good. UConn is definitely just as good as them, and has been to higher heights than them.
Absolutely.
A BCS game.
Definitely higher heights. But look, having said that, I don't necessarily think that UConn should try to go to Conference USA or the MAC or whatever. Like, to me, it's actually a great opportunity for them to see themselves for who they are, and who they are could be potentially a really dominant FCS school. And if you look at, because look, just like everybody's not going to be Alabama, everybody's also not going to be freaking South Florida for that matter. And UConn is probably not going to be a program that can consistently sustain at the top half of a league like the American. Would they be great in the MAC or Conference USA? Yeah, I think they probably would be good enough. But if they would go FCS, yeah, they wouldn't make money off of a league partnership, but they also wouldn't lose money. They could cut down to 65 scholarships right off the bat. Never mind the fact that right now they're on a national travel schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, they're literally all over the country. The American is not a regional league. Whereas if they joined, the Colonial Athletic Association, all of their travel would be primarily bus. I mean, a few short flights, plus you would cut down on the number of players that you're having to pay to travel, because that's a thing. And you would bring back a lot of natural rivalries with Rhode Island.
Yep.
Obviously, Villanova is the exact same profile as UConn. Really awesome in basketball, plays in the Big East, and then plays in the Colonial in football. And Villanova's had a great deal of success. I mean, 10 years ago, they won a national title. So I think the UConn fan base would get behind that better than they would get behind playing in Conference USA. At the end, one of the things that's great, in my opinion, about college athletics is that at our core as fans, the thing that we really most enjoy are historic rivalries. Conference expansion kind of messed with a lot of that. I mean, West Virginia has seen it. You're well aware. But for the UConn fans, I think if you want to get the fan base excited, I don't think they would have an adverse reaction to moving back to FCS. I think that they would embrace it if you moved into the right league.
Right.
Which, again, should be
CAA.
Colonial Athletics.